So Max Verstappen and Oscar Piastri find themselves 24 points behind Lando Norris with 2 race weekends left. And to be honest with you, in most cases it seems like a gap that would be impossible to come back from. But it's been done twice before, so let's talk about them. A story of absolute jubilation for me as a 7-year-old. How Kimi Raikkonen managed to pull off one of the most improbable comebacks ever. After a fantastic win at Japan in the wet, a collision by Fernando Alonso in the race, and Kimi Raikkonen only able to come third, Lewis Hamilton had pretty much secured the title. He was 17 points clear of Raikkonen, which is 37 points when adjusted to the modern day system, and 12 points clear of Alonso. And next up was China. Heading into China, Lewis needed to finish just within 1 point of Fernando Alonso and within 6 points of Kimi Raikkonen to secure the championship in his rookie season. And to make it even better, he would start on pole, with Raikkonen behind him and Alonso fourth. It was damp conditions, but as the track dried, Raikkonen just got quicker and eventually overtook Lewis. But that didn't matter, like I said. Realistically, if he finished the race, he was very likely going to finish in a position that would secure him the title. So when McLaren called him into pit, because the drying track was affecting him more than the others, he boxed and disaster struck. Lewis beached his car in the gravel, didn't even make it to the pit box. This was also the first retirement of Hamilton's career, and it came at literally the worst possible time. Kimi Raikkonen went on to win the race, securing his 5th race win of the season and 6th straight podium. For context, Alonso and Hamilton in that time combined for 7 podiums. Raikkonen was on a heater now, but he still had it all to do. He trailed Lewis by 7 points now heading into the finale. Alonso 4 points behind his teammate, and Brazil would play the host of a legendary finale. And it was a horror start for Lewis, as battling with Alonso for 3rd place, he ran wide and proceeded to drop all the way to 8th. He made a couple of places up though before this happened. Lewis Hamilton suffered a gearbox issue, slowed down for 30 seconds, and proceeded to drop all the way to 18th. And if he wanted to win his title, he'd need to recover to at least 7th, maybe 5th. Out of the front, Raikkonen was 2nd to Massa, till Massa went off and then had to pit. With the potential of an overcut on his teammate, Raikkonen started flying. Record lap after record lap after record lap. Massa pitted 3 seconds ahead of Kimi Raikkonen. By the time Raikkonen left the box, he was 2 seconds ahead of Felipe. Hamilton continued his charge up the grid and got all the way to 7th place, where he then suffered another heartbreak, being lapped by the man that's about to beat you to the title. Kimi Raikkonen and Felipe Massa were now miles ahead of everybody, over 50 seconds ahead of Fernando Alonso in 3rd. Despite Lewis getting all the way to 7th, with Raikkonen now in 1st, he needed to finish 5th, and that was something that he just wasn't able to do. Raikkonen crossed the line in 1st, and to think halfway through this season, Ferrari were complaining that he was not enough like Schumacher, and here he stood as another Ferrari world champion. And to think, 2 years before this, he lost the world championship to Fernando Alonso in 2005 due to 3 mechanical DNFs from the lead. And this season, a mechanical failure on McLaren's part with Lewis's gearbox problem did wonders in winning him the Grand Prix and the world championship. Fernando Alonso came home 3rd, meaning that he finished tied on points with Lewis, and Kimi Raikkonen pulled off what was thought to be impossible. But in order to get there, it took a lot of mistakes and a lot of luck. We've already seen one mistake from Lando Norris. With Verstappen breathing down his neck, I don't think he's done. We saw the luck this weekend with the McLaren's disqualification. Will he get more? We don't know, but it could happen.